We're here with Michael and Elise French. They are old friends of mine that I'm sorry. They're not old, they're actually young, but I've known them. I've known them. I think I've known Michael since I was probably 10 or 11, 12. Yeah. They started flipping houses in the past couple of years, and we thought we'd run over here and check this out.
Yeah.
So what do we have here, ma'am?
Well, we found out after we purchased it. We didn't know because we bought it from someone who was not speaking English.
Okay.
So we didn't know that it was actually 4 lots. Is that right, Michael?
Yeah, it's 4 lots, 4 25-foot wide lots.
Okay. So because of this house is kind of like a shotgun style house,
Yes.
you could fit 4 of these, but you couldn't fit 4 normal houses.
I don't think we could get approval to do 4 houses, but
I don't even know that you could fit 4 of these on it the way it is, but it's you know, it's just one of those things. It's old.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a great deal on it. I'm happy with the deal, even now, even after sitting on it for a while.
But we thought it was just a skinny lot. We didn't know that we got the barn with it and everything. You know,
That's
it's like
kinda
when
nice,
you kind of
isn't it?
run, you know, you're rushing a deal, you may not realize everything that's there. And it's like, oh, well, not only that, but there's also the foundation of the house that was standing there still over there.
Okay.
So we could actually build there if we wanted to.
Do you want to go walk inside and let's check it out?
I'll let you lead the way.
Okay, let's do it.
You can check it out. And I want to know what your thoughts are.
So did you do the hardy siding or is that already here?
That was already there.
If you go around to the side, you realize it was partially already.
Meaning it's kind of, what do you mean by that?
Meaning you can touch the sheetrock on one side of the house.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was partially done. I think they got discouraged along the way.
Maybe because of permitting.
And you know, you got to do what the city wants you to do.
Right.
So we did not know that. We came into that blindly. But now that we're here, we're like, okay, we got to make the best of this.
That's right.
And we almost feel like it's kind of like a calling. I may not make a lot of money.
That's okay. I've done a lot of deals that didn't make a lot of money.
Right. It may not make a lot of money, but
you'll learn a lot.
Yeah.
You'll build relationships with these city people.
Right.
Hopefully. Right. And I think that's good because a lot of times they might get opportunities and call the investors that they prefer.
Right.
And you might end up on that list.
Right.
I think this area is up and coming, right?
Yeah.
And I think this would make a great, if you got this house ready and it did not sell, it'd be a great rental.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
We did think that
You don't really lose on this.
Right.
And like, you know, we don't have a massive amount invested in this house.
Right.
It's not a high-end neighborhood.
Right.
But to almost completely redo this house plus what we have in it, you still could probably break even on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about
Driving in here, it did not feel like it was a bad neighborhood.
It's not a bad neighborhood. This is a great starter neighborhood, like
I
a
agree.
young couple or single mom, you know, with kids.
Every house is an upgrade for somebody, right?
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, do you want to have a look? See?
Yeah, I want to see it.
How
So
much-
this flooring, all this was already here. The
This was
kitchen.
here. What you see is existing.
Are you planning on doing anything with the wavy floors or no?
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Don't talk about my wavy floors,
Okay,
Matthew.
I'm sorry.
How you like the narrowness of the hallway?
I fill it up, let me tell you.
Well, don't we both do probably. This is this will be the master. So
Okay.
I'm curious what you would do here. Open that door and tell me what you would do in here.
Well, are you going to put a closet in here?
Yes.
How are you going to do that?
I'll show you. My plans is to put a door in here.
That's smart.
Bedroom door,
Yes,
and
here's
this will
your
be the closet.
That's smart. I think that makes the most sense. Honestly, I'd take that window out and make this as big of a closet as possible.
That's actually what Michael said. He said, let's take this window
do it
out.
right
I
here.
did. You know, it's hard for a woman to take out a window.
Take this window out.
We want light.
It's not a vinyl window anyway.
It's not.
I would
It's
take
a
it
very
out.
old window.
But no
Okay.
one will notice it if it's in a closet.
Okay, great. Now, I did notice when we were working outside, guess what, Matthew, in here,
What?
there's a window.
Oh. That's
So
okay.
we're
Just
going to
put
uncover.
hardy. Okay.
No, I'm going to uncover it because I want to have light in this skinny, dark, dungeness hallway. Do you think that's a bad idea?
I don't ever think it's a bad idea to put a window. I don't know if it's needed in this house. And, you know, I don't know what your budget is. I don't know how much you're putting in it. I don't even know how much you paid for it. But I don't think it's necessary.
Right.
I don't think it'll bring more money.
Right.
I don't think if you rent it out, it'll bring more rental money. So you know, sometimes you have to take your preference and just take that and throw that out the window.
Right, okay.
Especially in a market like this where things are changing.
Right.
And you don't know where we're going, you know, you probably ought to cut out any unnecessary expense. What are you gonna do up underneath? Because I'm so heavy, I can just kind of feel some sponginess.
So you think I need to support it
I don't
underneath?
know. Have you looked underneath there?
Yeah, it's stable, but it's not one of those things where it is. I'm not absolutely sure. No matter what we do, we're going to get the bounce out of the whole thing.
Yeah, but
Because-
I think you could spend just a little. I think you could spend almost your window money, and a guy with a few hours of time could probably go under there and probably make a big improvement. But just don't put wood on top of the ground. You're gonna have to pour little like footings.
You got a
know.
guy? I don't have a guy who does that.
Oh yeah, I got lots of them, but you can't have them.
That's what he tells me every time.
I love you, but I don't love you that much.
Yeah,
I'm
you said,
sorry.
I got a cabinet guy, he's great, but you can't have him.
This is the old roof with just there's no plywood. It's all
Like slats.
slats.
Yeah, I think the slats are okay.
So we wouldn't have to put new plywood up there
I
then?
mean, I don't know how big the gap is between those slats. Like the Airbnb building I just told you about, it was
Yeah.
an old house. It was slats, but it had gaps like 3-inch gaps.
and you had to.
So we had to. Let's say your gap is 3 inches. You could rip
Put 'em in
slats
between.
like 2.5 inches, so it's not like it doesn't have to be airtight, right?
Sandwich
And then-
'em in there.
Yeah. Are you doing anything with the siding on the back of the house? And what's on this other side?
yeah,
The
so,
water heater. I cannot believe they have an electric water heater outside.
I know.
You could put master closet and a little utility closet here and put the water heater right here in the hallway.
I thought about the water heater going, and get your opinion on this, because I thought about the water heater going there. We talked about that. And then the other thing I talked about was mounting a
Like a tankless
Tankless.
outside, like right here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, tankless is very expensive.
Yeah.
So that might be great too, but they're very expensive.
So if you think about a tankless, I think you can get the unit for about $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
How much is a hot water heater going to cost me? And how
Probably
much is it going
$600 to $700.
Okay, and then how much is it going to cost me to build a little closet
Right.
and buy a little door?
Right. Well, typically,
You know,
I would build a closet for multiple purposes. But yes, I get that. From my experience, I haven't used electric tankless. So, you know, if you did gas, your gas meter's over there and you'd have to run gas, which is a little bit expensive, but you'll have to run electricity too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
All right.
well, the good side on if we do an electric one, maybe not as efficient, but I did finally find a good electrician I can call on regularly.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
That's helpful.
I wanted to know what you would do in the kitchen living room too.
The kitchen stuff, I don't know how you're going to do
I
everything you
will
want
show.
to do.
I'll send you a picture of my
in
plan.
that space, yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you later.
But you know, like the rentals I've got, they're kind of small like that, and there's not a lot of space. So I just went ahead and did an island big enough that you could put like 2 or 3 bar stools at.
Yeah.
And so, and it seconds, like it also gives you, you know, extra countertop space, extra cabinet space, and so it adds to the kitchen, and it also seconds obviously as a place to eat.
Right. I want to say thank you because you challenged me to do something that we were both kind of afraid to do, and we took a risk. And it's been challenging. We've
Okay.
fought a lot over stuff.
But you're still married.
We're
That's a good
still
start.
married. We
That's
still
right.
love each other.
But do you like each other?
Oh, I'm yeah.
Most of the time.
my-
Yeah, I get it, I
I mean,
get
we
it.
made a covenant. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's
we're
right.
hanging in
It's
there.
a process, right?
Look, I left my job as a nurse to come do this.
Yes.
So I hope it
Right.
keeps going. I've been doing
Yeah.
it almost over 2 years now, so we'll see.
That's exciting. Yeah.
Shotgun House has potential.
Yes.
Some
I don't know if you're gonna
potential.
get 60 over list, but you know.
Nah.
All right, guys. Love you guys.
Go, man. Bless you.
We'll see y'all later. Okay.